So obviously a very important part of that day is the wedding bouquet, the flowers. And here to show us how to create a bouquet fit for a princess, we have royal flower arranger, no less, Simon Lycett. Lovely to see you. So she has announced, or the palace have announced, the flowers that she likes.
We know Philippa Craddock is going to be creating the arrangements, and we've been given a little bit of information, so we know that wonderful white foxgloves are definitely going to feature, roses, what wedding wouldn't, and also white peonies, which are one of her...
Love peonies.
I mean, who wouldn't? What May bride wouldn't want peonies?
And aren't they saying white roses were a favourite of Princess Diana's as well?
Yes.
So that might be another reason she's included white roses.
And I think that also there will be things like this, like I'm going to create a bit of a bouquet, and I've got some myrtle here that I'm starting with, and every royal bride since Queen Victoria has carried a sprig of myrtle in her bouquet.
Is there a reason? Is it?
It symbolises longevity, and each one of them traditionally has had a sprig of myrtle in their bouquet that is reputedly from the bush that was grown from the piece that was in Queen Victoria's bouquet.
Oh, that's a nice tradition, isn't it?
And I think things like rosemary will be included, which we know symbolises remembrance, because I think that will feature... I think there'll be lots of things that are quite symbolic to both bride and groom, as well as flowers that they love. I think they'll use things that mean something.
This I've never seen before.
Peonies.
A peony?
Yeah.
Oh, they're lovely.
Ruth, has he never bought you a peony?
I tell you what, I've gone into a lot of petrol station shops and I've never once seen this.
Never, that's right.
It's lovely.
No, they're beautiful.
Lovely.
And they're quite hard to get hold of now. I mean, obviously in the summer they won't be, but this time of year...
struggled. It's been a challenge to get them for today. They're very, very early in season, but in May they are a typical wedding flower.
I mean, they've announced which flowers that will be in the bouquet, but they haven't said what style. So you're creating something you think she might go for, or just your own...
a hand-tied bouquet, and you'll see that I'm just splaying the stems out, and I almost use my hand as if it were a vase, and I'm putting in... As I put the stems in, I just twist it and turn it around, and the next stem goes in. The freesias I'm including because I do think that she'll have some freesias in there, because Diana's bouquet had freesias in them.
And they smell so beautiful, don't they?
Smell amazing. It also had stephanotis, which is a very fine, small flower, but because I've mounted them onto a wire, I can then include that in the bouquet and manipulate it where I want it to go.
And stephanotis is very highly scented as well.
Very fragrant.
Yeah. So all that, you've got rosemary and the peonies, the freesias, that's all going to smell gorgeous.
Give one of those to Ruth, Eamon, because that is just the most gorgeous, fragrant rose.
Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, that's like rose's perfume, isn't
it? It smells like Turkish delight. And I'm just threading... These are a slightly larger flower, so those go in almost as a focal, and then, of course, in go the perfect peonies.